Good morning, Jay. How are you this morning?
We've got an interruption already. We're live and everybody's talking here.
John never said we're live, so I didn't know. So I was saying good morning to my little girl.
Well, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday.
All day.
Yeah, we woke up, I think, to rain. Is it raining out there? Because I kept hearing it.
It's supposed to rain for the next 3 days.
Oh, my God.
And it's not a warm Mexico rain. It's a cold Alberta rain.
What is going on with the weather in this country? It's like last year all over again.
The whole world is sad, honey.
What? About what?
About the whole COVID thing?
It's
About
not
injustices.
real. Yeah. About global climate change. Read a fascinating article on climate change this morning by a guy who was a climate alarmist for the last 20-some years, but he's been doing this for 30 years. And it's called Apocalypse Never, the book he has written. And he's essentially apologizing for all the alarmism. Because that's the thing, is that you have to be controlled. When I was 12, 13, it was the Russians. And it was nuclear war. And I was always terrified in my bed, sleeping, having these dreams of explosions going off and death and mayhem. But, it's just control. It's all control.
Yeah.
So, and it was interesting to read about this, and he's like, well, how does this happen? He's like, well, the oil industry gives hundreds of millions of dollars a year to these alarmists to go away. So, very interesting. Always follow the money, guys. Even during the COVID, follow the money. And, your politicians are not your friends. The government is not your friend. These bureaucrats, not your friend. They have jobs. A lot of people watching and out there do not.
Good morning, Keith, Jeff,
hello,
Kathy. Hello. Good morning. This rainy. Well, Keith, I don't know what it's like on your morning, but our morning is rainy and cold. As you well know, what an Alberta summer day can be like, and
in Mexico,
that's what we're experiencing.
In Mexico, when it rains and it's dark, it's warm. In Canada, when it rains and it's dark, it's cold. It's real cold. It's so cold, it makes me cry a little.
He's such a baby.
It doesn't, but, I could. So, what is up in your world today? Tell us what you're doing today so we can tell people what you're doing today.
We are,
What are we doing?
Well, we have to go back to the public registry office because somehow someone misplaced a piece of paper. It wasn't me. Saying.
Oh, so what's going on here?
That's your mom. Just popped in. She hasn't said anything yet.
Hello, Mom. I'll call you. I have to call my mom. It's like, I have to call my mom.
I don't. Yeah. I can just go, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah, nothing. I'm not dying. Nobody's dying. It's just I just want to call and say hello. Hello.
Keith says they have beautiful blue skies. Shut up, Keith. I didn't ask you. I did, but I didn't. I don't want to know.
I can tell the weather in Mexico by just looking at my solar app, and I can actually see where the sun is and all of that. Good
morning, Lori.
There are times when it's not producing any electricity or just a trickle. I know it's a cloudy, rainy day.
Some people look at weather apps. John looks at solar panel apps.
Yes, I do. And that solar panel, though, that's really cool. Have we gotten a new bill?
No.
When is that coming?
Due. I think this month? No, July. So I think we just paid it in May.
Yeah, I want to see the zero bill. Because we were at the high consumption level last time, they still stuck on an extra 500 or 600 pesos. Even though we had zero consumption, they said we were still the high level and had to pay.
Yeah. And good morning, Pastor Freddie. You made my mom cry. And then she made me cry, so thank you.
And that just delayed us here. So who's this?
Oh, we look good. Thank you, Pastor Freddie. So,
Christie's reading.
I'm sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. I guess I could read out loud.
Yeah.
And say, but yeah, good morning from Boulder, Colorado. Rainy and cold here this AM too, but camps are open and Maya is already out on the reservoir learning to sail. Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Sending you love and missing Mexico right alongside ya.
That's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
We are starting to advertise in Boulder online just because that's a destination that comes to Vallarta. kind of the main destinations. And I mean, obviously there are way more, but in the U.S. is Colorado, Seattle, California. And that pretty much is like the main three, but specifically San Francisco.
Yeah, and Kirsten, every time I get a compliment on my tattoo, I think about you guys a little bit, wondering how you're doing. So it's nice to hear from you this morning.
Yeah, and she looks like a tough girl. I mean, I can see right now. This actually divides it pretty much evenly.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
The strap on my shoulder?
She looks like this tough biker chick.
Oh, yeah, that's me, all right.
Yeah, I want to fight you. I mean, I don't. I'm terrified of you, but I just got brave for a second there, and then I remembered, oh my gosh, I'm still married to her. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
So, what's going on, honey?
Well, the septic guys are here to fix my mom's septic tank.
Woot!
So that's pretty exciting. Can you imagine? Literally, what a shitty job is that?
Yeah, look up there. Don't look at yourself.
I did. I leaned forward, but I looked up there.
Yeah. What a job.
But it's a job. I mean, they get paid well for it.
We all metaphysically work with crap. They really do.
They literally
do.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine that. So, yeah. I think that's why Spencer doesn't like residential and he likes commercial.
For plumbing, yeah, no kidding.
He likes building and
no kidding.
Yeah. Sorry, I got something in my throat here. So, been playing way too much Xbox lately.
Yes, he has been.
A game that's 8 years old, Borderlands, awesome. Borderlands 2. Now Borderlands 3 is out, and I'm terrified because I may want that game.
No.
I think I do in the Xbox One X.
Nope.
And that one does 4D, HDR. It's crazy. And I got a giant TV. Although their TV here, they have a projector. And it's a low res, but wow, is it ever big. It is huge.
You are not buying an Xbox to take home.
Well, then I'll buy one in Mexico.
We're too busy.
What?
We should be busier here.
Yeah, we should. We should be busier here. So I think that I need to definitely get an Xbox One X. It is powerful, and this game is great. It's huge. It's very vast.
I'm powerful too.
You are, and that's granted. We all understand that. So I see you've got light coffee. I'm still on the gout meds.
But it's working.
Yeah, it's not meds. This time is absolutely incredible because nothing has changed from, the month previous or 2 months previous. So when I started having my ankle, I did everything I was supposed to, my ankle pain, and it just kept getting worse and worse, swelling worse. It's the heart rate meds, which obviously now, a headache all the time because the heart rate or blood pressure meds not working.
Does your head still have a headache?
Oh, yeah.
Then I need to go get those pills, or that medicine, or the other stuff that I told you from the health food store.
Yeah,
That's guaranteed.
Well, as guaranteed as it can be. It's from. Was this stuff from Ontario? It was from Ontario.
Yeah, and
Dr. Klein's.
He's not sold on Amazon, but his book is.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but his medicine is, or his the vitamin stuff isn't. His potion. We'll call it a potion.
You can't call it a potion. It makes it sound like witchcraft. Maybe it is. I don't know. But this gout stuff that I'm taking seems to be working really good. Also, still slapping on a little bit of medicinal cream on top.
Medicinal.
Because the swelling was quite big. And it's always is. And the doctor had given me some anti-inflammatories that were enzyme-based serapeptase, which is really cool if you learn about it. Just learn about serapeptase. Serapeptase cleans the arteries and cleans up all of the scarf stuff that we have from knife wounds and fights, gun fights. Because we're Canadians and we all have that. But serapeptase is based upon the enzyme of the silkworm that dissolves the cocoon. So that's really cool.
Wow.
It's been used since the 70s. And it really is amazing stuff. But you have to be careful because it can do other things too. But what it does, it goes through your body and gets rid of all the proteins that shouldn't exist.
These are my exciting conversations we have quite often.
Yes, when we're not talking about nothing, we're talking about nothinger.
That's right. Oh, good morning, Mary. All the way from, I'm assuming you guys are in Arizona, not in Mexico right now.
But June, they can be in Mexico. They can be in Mexico.
I don't know if they've been traveling, honey.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in some people's lives.
Yeah, we're not in Mexico right now. We're freezing our patuchkis.
Patuchkis.
I think that's Ukrainian. I don't think it is.
I'm not sure what it is, but
Yeah.
it sounded cute.
Thank you very much. So, been also reading about Nadia Comaneci. Was it Nadia Comaneci? I can't remember. And her story, because she was a Romanian gymnast in the 1976 Olympics.
I think most people know who she is.
And just reading her story, because she defected to America, it's like, wow, this lady is pretty amazing. And people think, oh, I want socialism. And it's funny, all these people who've defected from these systems of stupidity. Just if you have to line up to buy toilet paper, you've got a problem. Not because of COVID. Not because I have to wait a second. Because, yeah, that was kind of dumb. It's like, it's not even one of the symptoms. Stock up on food. So you have a reason to use the toilet paper.
Or vitamin C and D.
Oh, they stocked up on vitamin C and D. There's
That's
none
true.
available.
It is hard to find that stuff. Good morning, Tirza.
Our refrigerators and freezers full of food. Full. But we had months of toilet paper in advance of this COVID
Well,
thing.
I buy my toilet paper in bulk from a hotel place, so when I go, it's not on my, I mean, it's not out of my way, but it's not on my way anywhere, so I buy 2 or 3 big packages. I put some in the office, some at our house.
And we have a storage room now that's massive. So we have room to store stuff. But then, of course, if mice or rats get in, then what do you do, right?
Get rid of them.
Yeah. Zach, you really should check and make sure there's no rats or mice in the storage room. We actually need to do a new door, I think, in the storage room just to block it. So that
Do you
way
really
nothing...
think that would keep anything out? And then there would be no airflow in there? I think that would be a bad idea.
Maybe we could do the airflow at the top.
Yeah, because rats can't climb walls or anything.
They can, but it makes it harder.
Well, anyways, let's not talk about that. That's just gross.
It is. But that is the sad reality of Mexico, is there are things that like cockroaches and things, which you don't, I suppose are in Edmonton, cockroaches. No rats in Alberta, which is really cool.
But I think there are now.
Rats?
I think that patrol thing got canceled or something. I thought I read that. Correct me if I'm wrong, all you Albertans that are tried and true Albertans that follow that stuff, because there used to be a rat patrol, right? That and they would literally keep rats out of the city, out of the province. But I thought I read somewhere that wasn't a thing anymore, but I don't know.
That would be crazy, because this is such an agricultural province. I can't imagine how they kept rats out anyways. I think that was probably just for show. Because I think I saw a rat when I was a kid.
We should talk to our farmer friends too and see if they've got any trouble with rats ever.
Yeah, they put diatomaceous earth and stuff in to get rid of the bugs, but I have no idea what you do. You have to have rat traps and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but the fact that they had a rat patrol, I mean, how cool is that?
It's like Paw Patrol, but for rats.
I think they should do a kid show called Rat Patrol.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and they have all these disgusting little rats. They're not disgusting, though. They're cute.
What?
They're cute. Rats are cute. Like domesticated rats. The white ones with the
Shay
pink
thinks
eyes.
they are, actually. But Shay's kind of nuts. Right, Shay?
Yeah, when you
She's
like...
not down here.
When you like animals, your world is skewed.
Because I like animals, but I don't think rats are cute. Or possums.
Possums are kind of gross. And, people are like, oh, possums, they eat little bugs and stuff. They also eat puppies.
And chicken heads.
They're disgusting, actually. They killed my chickens and ducks, and they'd only eat like one side of their face.
Yeah, it was really gross.
And then
they would
just leave them.
steal the eggs and...
Yeah.
We're not fans of possums. I know some people keep them as pets, and
They only live for 2 years.
well, yeah, and they have these heart. Oh, yeah, no, they're not my friends. My dogs hated them. My dogs hated possums. You'd hear a possum in the yard, my dogs would go bonkers.
If you ever see in video games like villainous creatures that are the bad guys,
Their faces are possum faces.
that's the baby possums. Baby possums are like this big, but boy, are they vicious. They are just nasty. So there
Anyways,
you go.
yeah, that's our public service announcement for today. Rats
No
and possums.
No possums. And they're the Virginia possum, too, which is weird. Like, their species names. It's like, they've left Virginia. It's because they're in Mexico. So who knows?
Someone brought some down as a pet, maybe. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. There's deer in our area also, but they're very small deer. And they're very edible, apparently. I've never had one. I don't hunt for them. But there are people that hunt for the deer. And wild boar. And apparently we've got wild boars here.
I was just going to say, I don't know if we mentioned that, but my mom got a notification in the mail from the county and saying that to be on the lookout because there have been some wild boar sightings and to be careful, don't approach them, blah, blah, blah.
I'm thinking hunt them. In Texas, you can hunt wild boar anytime with anything,
so,
no license.
Yeah, you talked about that already. So I have to say, Shay's boyfriend Matt was outside in the yard last night in the dark getting some stuff out of the shed, and he heard a noise, and he looks, and first thing that goes through his mind, because we had just told him about the boar thing last week, is it a boar? Maybe a cat? But it was just kind of funny. It was what goes through your mind in the dark, really, though.
Yeah. Well, when you don't know. I remember when I was in Rupert, this is back when Zach was 3, maybe 2.5, 3.5, and he's on my shoulders, and all of a sudden I heard thump, 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 and like things rushing through the woods.
I think he might have been our only kid at that time, so I think he might have even been younger.
It was terrifying. I ran and I never looked. I never waited to see because it was so loud. I didn't know it was a bear or deer. Whatever it was coming to get me.
Isn't that the same day that you guys were out? We were out on the water, and all of a sudden the tide starts coming in, and you're literally running because the tide comes in so fast and so furious there. Yeah, and Mexico, it can trap you out there.
In British Columbia, northern British Columbia, it can. Now in Mexico, the variance is less than a meter.
Yeah.
Whereas there, it's like
and it's
8 meters, 7 meters, and it can come in very quickly.
Yeah, we've had some experiences out there, haven't we, honey? On the water.
We have.
Yeah.
So what do we got going on?
Are you going to tell anybody about those experiences?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So my dad had a friend's boat, and I had use of it. So I thought I'd bring the girls out, and it's a double-hulled aluminum boat.
We were all out with you that day.
Oh, you drove away.
Oh, how about, okay, so there's two experiences.
Yeah. One, we went out together.
As a family.
My dad's thing was always wear sunglasses.
Always wear polarized sunglasses.
And the reason for the polarized is you can see through the water. You can see, it breaks the surface, and I don't know. So we're going real fast, then all of a sudden the entire boat
we weren't.
Stopped. Christie broke the chair. The kids are flying. Crying is going on. I'd gone through a fisherman's net.
Yeah.
He was not
not a happy fisherman, no.
No, and he knew my dad, so my dad worked it all out.
That might be why he was not happy.
Maybe.
So that was one fun experience. Yeah. So it took a while to get all the netting pulled out of the...
Yeah, then I had to figure out what to do because I'm not a mechanic.
And the water is a little cold, so we couldn't actually go down in it, and it's very deep.
And it was only a single engine, which I don't know why anybody'd go on the water with a single engine.
I don't know why anybody would let him go on the water with a single engine.
That would be very factual. The other thing is Christy drops me off at the pier, and she's hearing running water. She's like, we probably should get that looked at. Oh, that's just water going under the dock. So then I pull out, and it's just me and the girls, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know why Spence wouldn't have been with you. Or Zach, I mean.
I don't know. But as we're going out, I'm having a difficult time getting the boat up on plane, and it's just dragging its butt, dragging. And I look, and water is starting to come up into the boat. Now, this is a double hull, so if water's coming in, it's very...
And where I dropped him off was where tankers and big ocean liners.
No, not really. I mean, it's deep. We're talking like thousands of feet deep, but it's not there.
There were huge boats there, though.
I don't know about that. But yeah, so what ended up happening
It looked
was...
huge to me when I found out my kids almost drowned in the ocean.
There was a plug in the boat, and I forgot to put the plug in.
So I heard a noise. I was right.
She did. And fortunately, too, there was a train that was coming by, so she was stuck up there.
Because I had the truck with the trailer, because we had to obviously put the boat back on the trailer so we could empty it. And then I still let him take the girls out. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, and it took a while to empty the boat. Are you sure we went back out? I don't think so. Did we? Okay. Wow, thanks for... Right on my... She gave me the COVID shoulder.
COVID shoulder.
That wasn't planned. That just happened. You're supposed to cough into your pit.
I couldn't. It was too tickly.
True. But I don't know. All these rules now, things that we're supposed to do, like washing your hands for 20 minutes. How do you wash your hands for 20 minutes?
It's not 20 minutes. It's 30 seconds.
20 seconds. Not 30 seconds. 20 seconds.
You can't sing the alphabet in 20 seconds.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H,
Well, you're not supposed to speed sing it.
S, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z. 1. A, B, C, D. You can do it pretty quick. You can do it very fast. And thank you very much, Katrina, for reminding us that Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Also, Ba Ba Black Sheep. So you don't have to just do the ABC song. There's 3 songs to choose from. So if you want to mix it up, just mix up 2, and then boom, you don't have that repetition going through your head. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
So today, are we doing anything today?
Yeah, I just said we had to go back to...
Yeah, but anything else today?
Yeah, we're probably going to go to the Capilano Mall today.
Oh, that mall is so old.
My mom, there's a Skechers
outlet is a Skechers outlet
there,
yeah.
And my aunt bought my mom a pair of shoes, and they don't fit. So I think we're going to go and return them. I do believe there is also a Winners there. There's a few little shops there. Yeah. I don't know what else is there.
When I grew up, Capilano Mall was the place. I used to live in the area and would newspaper, and there's an arcade in there. And then right beside the arcade was a health food store. So I would buy licorice root.
Maybe the health food store will have that stuff you need there. Otherwise, we have to go.
I don't know if it's still there. I mean, that was for 38 years ago.
I'm sure there's a health food store on the south side or on the Capilano area. So we'll look. Anyways, that's our exciting day after the septic guys leave. Then we'll go out and do some things.
And also, we need to figure out with the septic system. There's alarms going off here, and we don't know what they are. But Christie last night, she's like, oh, what if this is the septic alarm? And I'm like, that's a great idea. What if? Because her dad has made a great system here. He just knew the system more than anybody else.
Yeah. Well, there's a certain alarm when the water gets low, and then you have to get that trucked in. And it wasn't the water alarm that went off the other day when my mom ordered water. So I feel that maybe water was ordered prematurely.
Yeah,
and it's expensive. It's $160 to get a load of water out here. So
it's only 12 cubic liters or 12 cubic meters, not 12 cubic liters.
No,
that'd be 12 liters. No, it's 12 cubic meters, and in 1 cubic meter, 1,000 liters. Metric is amazing. It's magical.
Yeah.
10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters gives us volume, distance, weight. Magical. But you have to do it at a certain temperature, and it has to be pure water. Then that's a liter, which weighs a kilogram, which blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work just to measure that out.
Yeah, and with the imperial system, it was based on cubits and feet, and whose feet? A king.
So it does not sound like people want to tell us what they're doing today, so people must have boring lives like we do.
Wait, what was that? Oh, that was the one.
Yeah.
So I guess we are done for today.
I think so. I don't think there's much else to do. We are just kind of chillaxing.
Whatever that means.
Relaxing and chilling because it's kind of cold.
Chillaxing. I get that. That's funny. In Canada, you chillax. That's very true. So, I guess we're done. So, remember, be kind to one another. Love one another. Who just said something here? Morning, guys.
Lori.
Nothing like rainy season. Oh, yeah. It's always
Bonnie
rainy.
Doon Mall and the Sherwood Park Mall. Yeah, there's a very specific medicine. John actually should probably just call and see who else has it. Otherwise, we just have to go back out to Windermere, which we will be on Thursday.
On Thursday. Oh, my gosh. We forgot to tell you guys.
I'm off today. Good to see you chillaxing.
Yeah. Thursday.
At my guild. Oh, okay. So, see, people are telling us they have lives. They do have lives. Yay!
Kathy has, she's a member of 2 guilds, but they don't wear chainmail or anything, so that's not good.
No.
But yeah, so this Thursday, 7 p.m. at Windermere Canadian Brewhouse. Now, Windermere in Edmonton, not British Columbia. We will be there, and we would love to see you, so please come by anytime after 7.
Yeah, so if you're here, please come visit.
And if you didn't see our commercial for it, I don't know what to say, Christie will carry you upstairs if you have problems with stairs.
Did not say that. Did not say that.
You kind of did.
Did not say that. Go back and read or watch tomorrow's show.
Why don't they have an
Yesterday's
elevator
show.
there?
Go back and watch tomorrow's show. Wow.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Why don't they have an elevator? Well, because it's for young people.
It is kind of a young person, but 730 people this place can hold, which is crazy. Yeah. All right, so
I work today and then going camping. Camping, Lori. Oh, and your new trailer.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's more like glamping. That's not really camping. My kids are going camping this weekend. They're camping, like intense camping.
Intense.
Intense, not intense.
Oh, okay. All right. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your spouse's face. And wash your hands often.
And sing the ABCs, Baba Black Sheep, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Taylor
Twice.
likes all of them. I miss Taylor.
Yeah, okay. We're done. Bye, guys.
Bye.
It's just this awkward time now, and I
Bye.
have to go stop.
Bye. Couldn't make
So
you
long.
chainmail. I could make you chainmail if you wanted your own.